Hey guys, it's just Gamer here, and today we're gonna be making a new video. So, yeah, um, I have not been making videos lately. I haven't been making videos for the past few months. I don't know how long I've stopped. I don't know how long it was like my last video ever since, I was talking and playing FIFA and all that. I think it was like 4 or 5 months ago. So it's been a little bit since you heard of me or heard of my voice. So yeah, I'm back. I don't really know what to say. I'm not even gonna make an explanation video on how like I wasn't like uploading or why. Cause I honestly I don't know. I don't really know what to say. I mean but yeah, cause like I don't want to make like my explanation like too long for this video, because this video is based on something a little different, something that we never really done on the channel before, and all that. So I don't really want to waste like most of the video just explaining about like why I wasn't. So I might explain it in the next video, but who knows? So yeah, but one thing that is for sure is that it's the summer now. School is finally over. Oh, thank God, bro. Like I swear, that school year went kind of fast, but still. This summer is finally here after all, after a decent school year. So yeah. I am going to be making a lot more videos, especially this month. Next month I might not really have that much time to be making videos, but especially in June, I'm going to be making a lot. I'm probably going to be making some videos, so you guys can look out for those. But yeah. Also, another thing too, a lot of more reaction videos. Reaction videos are coming back this summer. Like honestly, I think I thought about it for the past few days, and I realized that I really miss doing reaction videos, and I just need to come back for it, just for the fun of it, like what I used to do, because I haven't done a reaction video in a long bit too, like not even a few months. I think it's honestly been over a year since I did a reaction video based on like anything. So it's about time I do another reaction video again. And what better time to do it right before the Euros and Copa America, which is in the Euros is what this video is gonna be about basically. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe and press the like button. It should turn. Oh, I mean, it really depends. I don't think it depends actually. It should see like a blue, like if you're on mobile, and if you press the like, it should probably show blue. But if you're on a computer, it's probably gonna show like white or black. I don't really know. So yeah, make sure you smash that like button, and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more content. So yeah, about this video, yeah. So about the Euros. The Euros is coming in like 5 days, I think, because right now it's June the 9th while I'm uploading this video. It's 11:41, June 9th. I may have made this video kind of late, but sorry about that. But yeah, I just don't really know what to say because I've been gone for so long. But yeah, like I was saying, the Euros is coming very, 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 very soon. It's coming on June 14th, I think. Yeah. So yeah. If you guys don't know what the Euros is, let me give you a brief summary of it. It is an international competition where only European teams, like example European teams like Portugal, France, Germany, England, blah blah blah, and they all face off in a competition. A short 7 game competition, which only lasts for about a month, and the winner just gets the Euro trophy and all that. So yeah. Only European teams, not South American teams, not African teams, not Asian teams, or Asia teams. Just European teams. So yeah. So today for this video, I'm going to be basing this video on the Euros, and we're going to be doing a little tournament bracket. So like in this video, I will just guess what European teams will go through, starting from the group stage to the round of 16, to the quarterfinals, to the semifinals, and then ultimately and then all the way to the final. Really, the group stage all the way to the final. So yeah, I'm gonna be giving you my analysis on the teams and all that. And yeah, this team I think I'm gonna win the Euros. And yeah, I was planning on making a Copa America video on this, but there's no like Copa America like game mode for this or whatever. So the Euros is really the only thing I can do right now. Maybe they'll post one sooner or later because the Copa America starts a little bit later than the Euros. So maybe they might post one in a bit. I don't know. But they don't really have a game for it or all that. This is the only game I could find for the Euros. So we're going to be doing this for it. And yeah, let's get started with Group A. So Group A has Germany, Scotland, Hungary, and Switzerland. That's actually a very hard group if you think about it. Germany, honestly, I think Germany can be a dark horse in these Euros and all that. I think they can honestly go all the way through if they get the right results, like if they perform as a team, if they have the chemistry, if they just do well, then I can see them going all the way. And straight about it, I'm gonna go with Germany first. I think Germany has the team to go all the way and win the Euros. I think everybody's just not talking about Germany enough. Like they talk about England, France, even Portugal. You hear even Italy a little bit, but you don't hear anything about Germany, bro. No one's really talking about Germany. I think Germany's an underrated team right now because in the past World Cups they haven't played well. They've underperformed honestly for how good their team was in the past decade, bro. They have so many good players, but they're yet to perform in a World Cup or in the Euros or anything. Last World Cup they got knocked out in the what is it? Was it group stages or round of 16? I kind of forgot honestly. But yeah, I think they got knocked out in the group stages. So yeah, and then what is it? In Euro 2020, how far did they? In Euro 2020, I'm pretty sure they got knocked out in the round of 16 by England, if I'm correct. So yeah, in the past few international tournaments, Germany hasn't done well, but I think they have a good enough team to finish first. And then my second place team, honestly, is Hungary. Now, I don't really know much about like Hungary and all that, but Hungary, they have a good enough team. I know some of their players, they actually have a decent team. I think they have good enough players to finish second and all that. They have players like Slavosly and all that, Orban, the center back, Galassi and all that. So yeah, I think they have a decent and good enough team to finish second. Probably not to beat Germany. I think Germany just has too good of a team. And even though they underperformed the past two tournaments, I still think they should be good enough to place first place easy. But yeah, I think Hungary would be second. Now, just behind them, I think Scotland will be third and Switzerland fourth. I just don't think Switzerland has a good enough team to finish third even and all that. And I just think Scotland has a better team. I think Scotland has some better players and all that. And I don't think Switzerland can compete to get third or even second place, honestly. They have some decent players like Shaqiri and all, but I don't really expect Shaqiri, who's over the age of 30. I'm not really trying to hate, but But one player is not going to carry them all the way to a third or even second place. So yeah, that's what I think for Group A. I think this will be it. Germany, Hungary, Scotland, and Switzerland. Now Group B: Spain, Croatia, Italy, and Albania. So we're just gonna go straight through Albania fourth. I don't think they compete with Italy, Croatia, and Spain. Spain, Croatia, and Italy, they're just too good for Albania. I don't think Albania will survive here. This honestly might be the group of death, not gonna lie. Spain, Croatia, and Italy, three good teams, bro. I actually do not know which team is actually going to be first, second, or third, because Spain, they have a dominant team. They have a very, very young core of team with like young core players, but they also have very experienced players like, Morata, even though he's decent, but like I don't know. They have Hosselu too. They have young players like Pedri, Lamine Yamal, Olmo. Who else? They have Rodri, who is probably the best CDM in the world right now. I mean, and all that. Unfortunately, Gavi's out with an ACL, but yeah, they have Nico Williams too. They have a very young core in their team, but they also have experience too. I think Carvajal's in the Euros. I don't know. I'm not sure, but they should have. Spain has experience in their team. And then you have Croatia, who's actually done well with these in these past international tournaments. Croatia in the World Cup, they made it to the semifinals, I think, because they won against Brazil in the quarters. In the semis, they versed Argentina, then they lost. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure they got third place because they won against Morocco. Okay, so yeah. They lost in the semifinals against Argentina, which there's no shame in that. Argentina was easily the best team in the World Cup in 2022, so fair enough. But yeah, Croatia, honestly, and all that. So Croatia actually been pretty good. They made the semifinals in the latest World Cup, and the Euros. I forgot how well they did actually. I think they're in the semifinals against Spain. Wait, no, they weren't. I'm stupid. Never mind. They were not in the semifinal. They would have been in the final if they won. Nah, it was Italy versus England final. Well, I forgot how well Croatia done in the Euros, but in the 2018 World Cup, they made it to the final. They unfortunately lost to France, but they were really good that World Cup. So like, what is it? In the past, like, and then like. Yeah. And I think in Euro 2016, I think they did pretty well. I don't know. So in the past 10 years, they made it so yeah, in the past 10 years, I think Croatia's made like 2 semifinals and a final, I think. And all that, which is really, really impressive for a Croatia's side. So, and I think Croatia have a very, very underrated team. I think their team's really good. They have the likes of Modric, Kovacic, and all that. They also have more players too. They also have that goalkeeper who was one of the best goalkeepers in the last World Cup, in the 2022 World Cup. I forgot his name. I cannot believe I did forget his name. But yeah. And Italy, honestly, Italy are a good team. They won Euro 2020. They're the current holders for this competition, but they haven't qualified to the last. They haven't qualified to the last 2 World Cups. They haven't really done well in the last decade. Although they have such a good team, I really want to put them in second, but like I can't really. I don't know. I don't really know where to put them, honestly. You know what? This is my top 3: Spain, Croatia, and Italy. I think Italy just about gets third place. I don't think they'll do well enough to get that second place title. And yeah. Now Group C. I don't know if that's Slovakia or Slovenia. I think that's Slovenia. I don't know. Slovenia, Denmark, Serbia, and England. So yeah. Clearly, England should easily top this group. They have in my opinion, their team is one of the best teams in the Euros, and all that. Do I think that they'll win the Euros? We'll see. Do I think they'll have a good enough team? We'll see till the end. But yeah, I think their team should easily cruise first place. They have a good enough team. They have good enough talent to reach first place. Even though they haven't, I mean, they've done well, but kind of underperformed a little bit with their results. They haven't really been doing well in the qualifiers for the Euros. I think they lost something. I don't know. They're not really like performing well, but their team is they should be still good enough to get first place. Now Denmark, we already seen how they did in Euro 2020. Made the semifinals against England. Controversially lost to them. They unfortunately lost in the semifinals. They were probably one of the most enjoyable teams to watch in year 2020, bro. They were so good. And I think Denmark has a quality team. I think they have a good enough team to play second. And then for me, I think it would be Serbia. And then Slovenia. Okay. Well, still. Slovenia. So, my apologies. Sorry about that. Sorry. I thought that was Slovakia. I don't know why I said Slovakia. Well, Serbia and then Slovakia. Because I think Serbia has a slightly better team than Slovakia. Group D. Now, people are saying that this is the group of death. Netherlands, France, Portugal, and Austria. Now, in my opinion, France easily should top this group too. One of the favorites for the Euros team, one of the top teams. Do I think they'll win the Euros? We'll see. But they're definitely one of the top teams to win the Euros, and I think they'll easily cruise by first. Their talent is incredible. They're easily the most talented squad in the Euros. Like, I don't care what anybody says, bro. They're the most talented squad. They have everybody on the squad, bro. Like, their squad is cracked. I don't want to glaze the French team, but, like, their team is so good, bro. They have so much young core. They have so much young talent. It's incredible. And I think they'll be in first place, bro. Easily. Now, second place for me. I don't know, because Netherlands has been decent. I mean, Poland's good, but they only have a few good players, and honestly, their striker, Lewandowski, as good as Lewandowski is, he doesn't really perform in international tournaments. I don't know why, but yeah, he doesn't really. I mean, Szczęsny, on the other hand, does. He just clutch. He's clutch, though. And then Austria, they have a really good team, too. They have David Alaba is unfortunately gone for injury, but they have other decent players, but I don't know. With these teams, I don't know. I think Austria be last, and I think Poland be third, and Netherlands be second. I don't think Austria has a good enough team to face Poland, Netherlands, or France. You know, Poland is not really that good, and they're a little weak right now. They only have a few good players like Austria. I just think Poland seems slightly better. So yeah, that's what I think my four will be. And then Group E. I'm just mentioning that this is gonna be a longer video. I mean, I'm going to be explaining the entire thing. So, this one, Ukraine, Slovakia. That one was Slovenia. Okay, this one's Slovakia for sure. Then Belgium, then Romania. So, I know Belgium has been unperforming with the last decade. You know, like, they apparently had the next generation of superstars on the team, but they underperformed massively. Especially when it came to, tournaments like the Euros. I mean, the World Cup, they did, especially when it came like the Euros and the World Cup, bro. Like, they did decently well in the 2018, but in the 2022, they underperformed massively. I genuinely believe that 2018 was probably the last chance that they had to win the World Cup. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they can surprise. Actually, you know what? I want to be positive, bro. Belgium have a good team. But they, even though they kind of been underperforming, they should get first place easily. And then Ukraine, Slovakia, Romania. Romania have a decent team with decent players. Slovakia also has a decent team too. But if I'm being honest, I think it will be Belgium, Ukraine, Slovakia, Romania for Group E. Now, Group F. Interesting. Turkey, Portugal, Georgia, and Czech Republic. Portugal should get first no matter. Their team just has that talent and all that. They have experience like Ronaldo, obviously. Rui, Patricio, Pepe, you know, Bruno Fernandes too. He also has experience as well. Ruben Diaz too. As young as he is, he also has a lot of experience too. João Cancelo. They have a lot of good players. And their attack is honestly crazy, so I see them 100% getting first place here. And then, not gonna lie, for me, I think Georgia, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why, but I have a feeling that Georgia's gonna make it out of the group. I think they're gonna get second. I think Georgia is gonna be one of those dark horses along with Germany in this tournament. I think Georgia have a good team. They have a decent keeper. They have Kavara. I think they'll actually make it through somehow. I think they will. And then what is it? I think Czech Republic get further, Turkey last. So yeah. Predict the 4 best third place teams. The four with the most points will progress to the knockout stages. Oh, okay. So yeah, I guess I forgot about this part. So predict the 4 best third place teams and the 4 with the most points. Okay. So I have to pick the 4 best, and 2 of them are out. Okay, so I think Italy make it through. Italy's just too good not to get out of this. Like, come on now. I think Italy make it through. Um, who else do I think out of this will make it through? I think the Czech Republic will make it through. I think they have a decent enough team. I think Serbia will make it through. And then the last team I think will make it through is Scotland. So those are my 4 teams that I think will make it through. Poland and Slovakia, unfortunately, will be out of the Euros. So the knockout stages now, and these are all the knockouts: Spain versus Scotland, Germany versus Denmark, Portugal versus Serbia, Netherlands versus Ukraine, Belgium versus Italy. That's going to be a big game. France versus Georgia, England versus Czech Republic, and Hungary versus Croatia. Wow. Now, Spain versus Scotland. I think this would be an easy one for Spain. Even though, what is this? Few details. Well, okay. Even though Scotland, I think they have a decent team. I think they have some good players like Andy Robertson and others and all that. Andy Robertson is probably going to be captain and all that. I think Spain just have too good of a team not to go through. Germany versus Denmark. Like I said, I think Germany is going to be one of the dark horses of this tournament, so I actually think they're going to win against Denmark. I think Denmark have a good team, and I do think they'll have a chance of winning against Germany. I don't know if I'll be surprised if they would beat Germany, because Germany has a really good team, but who knows. Germany have kind of been underperforming these past few tournaments, but in these qualifiers, they actually been doing pretty well, and they actually stocked up a lot of talent in their squad, so I can see them going through against Denmark. They have a good enough team. Portugal versus Serbia. This is kind of a remix, I think, of like the group stage of the Euros. I don't know, 2020. When Ronaldo's goal apparently didn't go across the line, even though I think it did. He was arguing to ref. I don't know if that was the Euros or not, but yeah, it does remind me of that game. And I think Portugal will go through. They have a good enough team to go through, in my opinion. And yeah, Netherlands versus Ukraine. And all that. Ukraine have a good team, but I'm not sure. Netherlands or Ukraine. I think Ukraine have a strong team. And all that, but I think yeah, but like I honestly think Ukraine is actually gonna go through. I think Ukraine could actually be one of the dark horses in this tournament. Not only because they have Zinchenko, they have Doibrick too. That guy from Girona, he got top scorer. He got Pachichi in his debut season in La Liga for a team like Girona. I think that's honestly astonishing, and I think he could guide them through the Euros. I think Netherlands have a good team, but yeah, I'm just not sure. I don't know, honestly. I think they're good enough to make it far, but honestly, I'm gonna go for a shock win for Ukraine here. I think Ukraine can make a decent run. Now, Belgium versus Italy. Now, Belgium versus Italy. I think Belgium's team is good, but I honestly think Italy's team is better, like, their whole team and all that. I feel like Italy has more chemistry than Belgium, and I think that Belgium is honestly just kind of falling apart, as sad as it to say. They once had, like, players like Eden Hazard and all that. Like, bro, the last decade, bro, like, their team on paper is so good, bro. Their team on paper would rival any other team, any other big team in the Euros or World Cup. But they're just honestly just underperforming. I don't really see any different in the round of 16. I just think Italy have a better team than Belgium, so I think they'll go through. France or Georgia, sorry, Georgia, but I think your run has to stop here, bro. France is way, way too strong. And honestly, out of all these teams, Georgia's probably the weakest team because they only have Kvara and a good keeper. Other than that, France literally has everybody. Anybody you can think of that is French, they're on the France team, bro. And obviously the main player, Mbappe, you have Griezmann too, but like Mbappe, though, he's kind of taking over the show, isn't he? So yeah, France and Georgia, I think France will go through. Not easily, but I don't know. I just think France is going to go through. England versus Czech Republic. I think England should win this and all that. I think the Czech Republic has a very good and talented team. Their team's kind of underrated. They actually done decently well in the Euros, but yeah. Do I think they'll go past England? No. I think England have too good of a team. And all that. So yeah. And I think England's gonna go through. I was about to go to the quarterfinals for a second. So now Hungary versus Croatia. This is actually probably the hardest one for me because Hungary's a really, really good team. They have good players, but Croatia is just good. And we know how good Croatia is at penalties, not gonna lie. They beat Brazil on penalties. Do you know how good you have to be to beat Brazil on penalties in the World Cup? Especially if you have Neymar over there, who is a specialist at taking penalties. And they probably also have other good penalty takers at Brazil too. It's honestly crazy how they did that. Because Croatia's just so good when it comes to international tournaments. It's hard to see them not going through against Hungary. So I think they'll go through against Hungary. And now this is it. The quarterfinals. Spain versus Germany, Portugal versus Ukraine, Italy versus France, England versus Croatia. Now Spain versus Germany. This might be the hardest one to predict. Spain has such a good team. They have such a young team too in the Euros. But honestly, bro, they have Lamine Yamal, they have Pedri, they have Nico Williams, they have Joshua Morata, they have Rodri, they have all those players and all that. I don't really know who they have on goalkeeper and all that, but yeah, Spain goalkeeper. I feel like I'm not remembering some of them. Kourbasi somehow didn't get paid for the Euros, but that's good because we're trying to keep him injury free. But yeah, they have Nacho too, who's experienced. I think Carvajal's there too, who's experienced as well, and all that. I haven't really paid attention to the teams that are going to be in the Euros and the players. So I might have a little trouble when it comes to teams, but I'm basing this off of experience and from like previous tournaments. But I'm honestly gonna go for a shock win for Germany. Like I said at the beginning, or somewhere around that, I think Germany's gonna be one of the dark horses in this tournament, honestly. And I think they'll make it to the next round, to the semifinals. Portugal versus Ukraine. Now, this one's also a hard one too. All of these are gonna be hard, except for probably Italy versus France. Not gonna lie. Portugal versus Ukraine. Ukraine have a very good team, but Portugal too. They also have a really good team too. And I would think that Portugal will go through, honestly, because of how good their team is, and like on paper their team's a little bit. It's not really based on paper. It's based on performance and how they play as a team and how they work as a team. And honestly, Portugal, I think, made it to the quarterfinals against Morocco. They obviously lost, surprisingly, to them, even though having such a stacked and good team. But that team did not really have as much chemistry and all that. That team does not have chemistry at all. And even though they don't really have chemistry, Portugal are honestly kind of expected to go through, so I think they'll go through against Ukraine. Even though Ukraine has a good squad, I think it'll be close. Very, very close, but I think Portugal will narrowly make it. Italy versus France. I honestly think France is going to make it through, even though Italy have such a good team, bro. And they did so well in Euro 2020. There's no beating France, bro. Like, their team is just so good, bro. It's going to be very, very hard and difficult to beat France, not going to lie. Like, really, really hard. So I wouldn't be surprised. I knew this video would take long enough so it'll be uploaded tomorrow, the next day. And it's June 10th now. It was June 9th when I started uploading, which is crazy. But it's the next day now. And I think France will go through. I just think France have a way better team than Italy. And sadly, the Italians will be going out of the World Cup. Of the Euros. Why did I say World Cup? Well, and it's England versus Croatia. Now this one, I'm actually gonna leave some surprising people with this one, and probably a controversial one. But I actually think Croatia will go through against England. I think England have a good team, but the way that they've been performing right now, and all that, and honestly, from the start, I just don't really vibe with England. Like, I think England have a good team, but they're gonna find some way not to win this. I know they're not gonna win this. The England people are gonna say, like, you know, like, this is coming home and all that. Like, the trophy is coming home. I mean, like, it didn't come home. You were in the final in Euro 20, but it didn't come home then. So what makes you think it's gonna? I'm just kidding. But yeah. I just never really had a vibe about this England team. I just think there's better teams than England. Even though on paper, England might look like the best team, I just think that there's teams there that are just better, like, perform, like, as a team. I just think, there's other teams that are better, and they're better chemistry, like, too. I just think there's better teams than England. I don't think England's good enough to win this Euros. And I honestly think Croatia will beat them, because I think chemistry-wise and playing like a team, I think Croatia is better at that than England. Even though on paper, England has the better players than Croatia or the bigger names, I think Croatia will beat them. And now, Germany versus Portugal, or France versus Croatia. One of them is a remake of the 2018 World Cup final, and the other one is a very, very interesting one. Now, Germany versus Portugal. Now, Ronaldo to make a Euro final, or Germany being the underdogs making it all the way to the final. And honestly, they're both really good teams with really good players. They both have really good talented players. They both have very young core of players. But if I'm being for real here, I honestly think Germany go through by the slightest. I think Germany just has a really underrated team. I think Germany's team will slightly get ahead of Portugal's, like, even though Portugal probably have the more talented team, who knows? I just think Germany will slightly, win against them. And then France versus Croatia now. So, this one's going to be a hard one, Go for Croatia or go for France. Croatia has done so well. But I think France will go to the final. I think France's team is just way too good for Croatia. Even though Croatia has a good team, they have a great team. They beat in teams in my simulation, like England and such. And they also went past Hungary too, about they're not really the biggest team in the Euros, let's face it. So England, I personally think that they'll lose to France. They'll lose to France. I don't think they'll lose comfortably, but I do think they'll lose to France. And all that. It won't be a dominant display by the Frenchmen, but I think they'll lose to France. I think France just has a too good of a team, bro. They have so much talent. It's honestly crazy. And now, the final. For the Euro 2024. This vid is already long enough, this video, bro. So long, but, yeah. Honestly, who I think is going to win the Euros? Wow. Germany underdogs or France? Probably. I'm a favorite to win the Euros, honestly. Maybe England might be above because everybody's been saying that, but yeah. Germany or France? I honestly, and this might be surprising, but I think Germany is going to win Euro 2024. I think they have a good enough squad to win the Euros. Even though if you look at it, and France, look at like both of the teams. You think France has a better team on paper? They do. And maybe in real life, they actually do have a better team than Germany. They do, honestly. But I think Germany, I just think they have something to prove this tournament, and I think their team is going to be good enough to win the Euros. And that is my prediction for Euro 2024. I think Germany will be the winners. I think Germany will be the winners of Euro 2024 with the Euro Cup, with the Euro trophy, and all of that. I think Germany have the young core and the experience to win the Euros and beat teams like Portugal and Spain. So, yeah, this is my winners. And honestly, and all that. And I feel pretty proud of it. So, yeah, if you like this video, smash the like button. Subscribe for more content, obviously. And, yeah. I'm probably going to be making a Copa America one of this soon. If they release one, I don't know. But yeah, the team that I'm going to be supporting Euro 2024, if it's not obvious, then it's Germany. Germany's probably the team that I'm going to be probably watching. I don't know. I'm probably going to be watching all the top teams, not going to lie. But yeah, Germany's the one that I think is going to win the Euros. Me personally. For me, it'll be either For me, my top three would be either Germany, France, or Spain. So yeah, that would be my top three. So yeah, if you like this video, smash the like button, subscribe for more content on this channel, and yeah, I'll probably be uploading a reaction video pretty soon. And yeah, this is Gamer YT signing out. See you guys. Bye.